The Honorable Minister of Tourism called Cricket World Cup a success. Brilliant success, he said. Chaos, park and ride. One match they had to do, one match. Children, mothers, grandmothers had to walk for 4 hours to get out. They couldn't move, gridlock. Then on top of that, the next match as a semi-final, the whole world said the pitch was unacceptable. The PNM has embarrassed Trinidad and Tobago. They come in here to say they're proud of that. Well, I say shame on you. On top of that, I didn't see none of them in the games. Remember before I said they went and get some games that nobody want to see, and the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs and CARICOM say, I bad talking Uganda and Papua New Guinea, and I'm like, no, it's sport. People want to see the best. People pay money to see the best. The ticket for Papua New Guinea versus Uganda was $6. The West Indies versus New Zealand was $60 US. But they want to give us that. It was a total failure. Furthermore, the people who had to walk for 3-4 hours down in Brian Lara, when I said that it's Zapate mud and nothing wrong to spend any money, and it would have been better to have the games in the Oval because you have corn soup, music, drinks, restaurant, everything around the avenue that you could generate some money, crowd come out and they start to spend money. When I told them that, they said, no, I don't like South. I love South and Tobago, and I come in there Tobago too. When I said that, they didn't want to listen. People had to walk 3 hours and couldn't even buy a water. They couldn't get a little chicken, a doubles, a roti, not a shop, nowhere. They just had to watch out to not get bounced down on the highway from the other side when they cross in. The Honorable Minister of Tourism is an affable chap, Unless you're poor and you need a HDC home, then he does get vexed. He said, and it's very interesting, he said these travel advisories, that, the travel advisories, every country puts out one. Now, this struck me as very strange, but then it showed me the DNA of the PNM and gives me insight into why the country has dropped into a chasm of anarchy. The Honorable Minister, and remember I say he's an affable chap, intelligent fellow. That's why they spit him out and he ain't get San Fernando East, because they don't like brain in the PNM. He passed the exam.
Yeah. Good for that. Yeah.
Yes. He said, these travel advisories, what happens in other countries? The opposition and the government get together to fight the travel advisory, to go and argue with the ambassador and get them to change it. I thought that was rather strange. So rather than fix the problem that is existing in your country that will make someone write an advisory on you from an impartial point of view, rather than solve the problem, you want to go and bully the people to change it. And that is PNM. Yes. And the Honorable Minister said that. The Honorable Minister said that when in the last 3 days before he spoke, 2 police officers had been murdered by miscreant bandits, just shot and killed. And another policewoman who just came back from representing Trinidad and Tobago with pan and music, as she landed, and she probably thought outside was sweet, as she was away, she had to know how sweet Trinidad and Tobago is. But she was outside, alive, but when she landed, she dead. Or was shot. She's fighting for her life, yes. But brain damage, and we pray for her. But I'm saying to this minister, you are in charge. Stop mama-guying people. People are living out there in fear. A beautiful policewoman, police officer, brilliant, talented person, young, shot. Just like that. And rather than fix that, rather than put some policies, rather than bring a budget of resources to fight the crime scourge, rather than pump money into education to lift the mathematics level, the pan in schools to sport, increase the NPI vote for sport, increase gate, increase opportunities, put army and police in schools in the hotspot areas, make sure that teachers are paid more than 4%. They come to tell me, they go in and argue with our ambassador to tell them take down the advisory. That is wrong. But that is PNM, and PNM is wrong.